predictive analytics in NG911. Sounds futuristic, right? Well, imagine your emergency call center being less like a crystal ball and more like your weather app, pretty good at telling you when an umbrella or extra staffing is needed. Let's dive into how predictive analytics is reshaping emergency response. Right here on TiPS, Today in Public Safety.
Welcome to TiPS, Today in Public Safety, your go-to podcast for today's breaking stories and public safety news. Here's your host, Fletch, with today's tips.
Welcome to TiPS, Today in Public Safety. This is Fletch. I'm an EMP and the Vice President of Public Safety Solutions at 911 Inform. 3 times a week I bring you the latest, most informative, and sometimes a bit controversial takes on emergency communications. Today, we're taking a deep dive into NG911 predictive analytics and how it can make your PSAP practically psychic. So what exactly are predictive analytics? Well, it's like having a magic 8-ball powered by data science. It uses historical data, statistical algorithms, and machine learning techniques to predict future outcomes. It's why your smartphones know that you're craving pizza at precisely 6 p.m. on a Friday, or Monday, or Tuesday, or Wednesday, or even a Thursday. How NG911 captures predictive analytics. Next Generation 911 takes emergency calls beyond voice. It captures the detailed information like location, multimedia data, and even real-time IoT sensor data. Imagine this data as the ingredients in a recipe. So NG911 collects everything in one bowl, so predictive analytics can bake the perfect emergency response strategy. So what data gets analyzed? Well, just about everything. Like we said, call location patterns, call volumes at certain times, the current weather conditions, other local events, and even the moon's phase. Although werewolf incidents usually remain inconclusive. But all this data helps predict when and where resources might be needed most. So let's talk about operationalizing your data. You've got these great predictions, now what do you do with it? Well, you can integrate them into your scheduling software, resource allocation, and strategic planning. Predictive Analytics tells you Tuesday afternoon shows an increased fender bender, so you can boost staffing or strategically position ambulances to reduce response time. That's something that's already being done at one large major global ambulance company. What about confirming your algorithms? As with anything, trust but verify, especially your algorithms. You have to regularly compare predictive outputs to actual events. Think of it like taste testing your chili. Occasionally, you need to adjust the spice level, so validation will ensure reliability and avoid costly mistakes. Then there's the continual training of your AI module. Just like emergency dispatchers require ongoing training, so does your AI. Algorithms need to be continuously updated with fresh data so they remain accurate. Think of it like regularly downloading an update for your apps. Maybe a bit annoying, but critical for good performance. But as we move into the next generation of 911 services, these things are going to become important operational aspects. That's it for today's episode of TiPS, Today in Public Safety. Thanks so much for listening. For more updates and insights, remember to follow me on most social media platforms at Fletch911. And of course, you can visit 911tips.com for a complete archive of our previous episodes. Stay safe, thanks for listening, and if you're in public safety, thanks for what you do every day. I'll see you next time.
You've been listening to TiPS, Today in Public Safety, your go-to podcast for today's breaking stories and public safety news. Hosted by Fletch and available every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Catch past episodes on 911tips.com. That's 911tips.com. Be sure to like and subscribe, and remember to join us each week for the latest on NG911. I am Spider Harrison, the official 911 voiceover dude. Catch me on Sirius XM on various channels, including 90s on 9, the 10 spot, and on the Weekend Countdown on Hits 1. Or don't regret it for the rest of your life. Either way, I'm good. TiPS is brought to you by 911 Inform, the leading next-generation 911 solution for enterprise compliance with federal 911 regulations. Visit them on the web at 911inform.com. 911 Inform, making every second count when it matters the most.